Okay, sup guys, it's NBA Hall back with another vid. So today we're going to be predicting more games from the NBA schedule, and I have to explain myself. I made a little bit of an oopsie. So as you all know, these were the games I showed you last video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go watch and like and subscribe right now. It's going to help the channel out a lot. So, like I was saying, these are the games I showed you last video. As it turns out, these are the national TV games, but these are the games that are regionally telecasted. So, today we're going to be fixing our mistake, and we're going to be predicting the outcome of these games. Number 1, the Orlando Magic and the Brooklyn Nets. I think the Nets have Spencer Dinwiddie, who has really broken out this season. So I think, and the Magic, for the past couple of years, they've been known with not having a good point guard. I do think they can develop Markelle Fultz into being that, but right now he's clearly not that. So I think the Nets will take this one. Number 2, the Wizards and the Suns. The Wizards, the only reason they're here is that Bradley Beal carried the out of them. Like, he literally did. So the Suns, they have around the same level of shooting guard as Devin Booker, but they also have Ricky Rubio, Kelly Oubre Jr., Darius Saric, DeAndre Ayton, Cam Johnson. So I think the Suns will take this game. Now we have the Memphis Grizzlies and the Portland Trail Blazers. I think this will be an upset, like standings-wise, and I'll take the Blazers over the Grizzlies here, seeing as Damian Lillard right now is definitely better than John Morant. You could argue who's going to have a better career. And then you have CJ McCollum. You have, but who do the Grizzlies have as shooting guard? I can't remember off the top. I can't think off the top of my head. D'Anthony Melton, Tyus Jones. I can't remember. And then they do have Jaren Jackson Jr. Yes, I know, but the Blazers also have Hassan Whiteside. I do know Jaren Jackson Jr. is a stretch big, and Hassan Whiteside is not, so he can't defend the perimeter that well. So they could get some easy threes off Jaren Jackson Jr. They also have 6-man of Brandon Clark. So, but I still think the difference of Damian Lillard and John Morant is kind of big, and also, like, the Grizzlies have, like, kind of trash shooting guard, because I can't remember the name off the top of my head. And CJ McCollum's, like, a pretty good shooting guard, so I think I'll take the Blazers here over the Grizzlies. And now we have the Sacramento Kings and the Spurs. I think the Spurs, who don't have LaMarcus Aldridge on their team right now because he's injured now for the rest of the season, they're basically having DeRozan only. DeRozan is basically the Wizards Bradley Beal, the Spurs Bradley Beal. So he's carrying them. He's gonna carry them through these games. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. So he's gonna be their basically only good player through these 8 games that the Spurs are gonna play. So the Kings have a pretty decent shooting guard, but Buddy Hield, pretty good shooter. I think, pretty sure he won a 3-point contest this year. They also have a good defensive and young star in De'Aaron Fox, but they also have the 2nd overall pick in 2018 draft, Marvin Bagley. I don't think he should have gone there, but he was 2nd overall pick, and he's showing some decent potential. So I think the Kings will take this win over the Spurs here. Now we have the Sixers and the Pacers. I think the Sixers and the Pacers, well, this will be a good matchup if this was before the season got suspended. Seeing as we have a fully healthy Ben Simmons, a fully healthy Joel Embiid, and the fully healthy of whoever else got injured in the Sixers. So if this was a regular season game where either or Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid was injured, the Pacers might have won this game, but Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons aren't injured, and they're all-stars. So I think I'll take the Sixers here over the Pacers. Now the Wizards and the Nets. Bradley Beal, as I told you, is really carrying Wizards. So I think the Nets will easily take this over the Wizards. Even though they have Karis LeVert, who's not as good as Bradley Beal, but he's pretty decent. So I think I'll still take the Nets here. Now we have San Antonio Spurs and Memphis Grizzlies. I think Spurs, who are without LaMarcus Aldridge, they could really use him, seeing as a lot of these teams they're going against have some pretty decent centers. Like Jaren Jackson Jr. is not decent; he's above average, and I think he will become a pretty good center. So I think I'll take the Grizzlies here over the Spurs. Now we have the Mavericks and the Suns. The Suns had the #1 pick in 2018 draft. They should have used it to draft Luka Doncic, but they used to draft DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton's not bad, but he's like a top 5 player in that draft class, while Luka Doncic is unquestionably the #1 player in that draft class. So now they're playing the price for not taking Luka at #1. Because I think Luka and Porzingis, they're going to absolutely shred them. So I'm taking the Mavericks here over the Suns. Now we have the Orlando Magic and the Sacramento Kings. Okay, so the Magic, they don't have point guards. They're known for not having point guards. The Kings have good guards. They have De'Aaron Fox. They have Buddy Hield, who can play shooting guard or small forward. And they also have some pretty good forwards. They have Buddy Hield, as I mentioned. And then they have Harrison Barnes, Nemanja Bjelica. They have Marvin Bagley. So I think I'll take the Kings here and upset over the Magic. Now we have the defending champions, Miami Heat. I think the Toronto Raptors, who have a pretty decent duo in Siakam and Lowry. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely not as good as Kawhi and Siakam, but they're a pretty good team. Not many people thought they would be still this high in the playoffs without Kawhi, but they proved all the haters wrong, including me. So I think the Raptors will take this over the Heat. The Nuggets and the Thunder. The Thunder have a pretty big hole at small forward. It's pretty obvious. Terrence Ferguson, like really? He's like I don't know, he's pretty trash. So I think the Nuggets will easily take this over Thunder, as they do have Michael Porter Jr., they do have Will Barton, 2 players that can easily expose Thunder's hole at small forward. Now we have the Pacers and the Wizards. The Pacers and the Wizards. So the Wizards with Bradley Beal, he's really carrying the hell out of them. So Pacers, I think, will easily take this as Victor Oladipo. I think he can put the clamps on Bradley Beal, and then without Bradley Beal, the Wizards are just unregardedly the worst team in the league. Oh yeah, the Spurs and the Sixers. Sixers, no one to guard Ben Simmons, no one to guard Embiid. Done. Next. The Bucks and the Nets. I don't think the Nets have anyone that can hold back Giannis. If you want to defeat the Bucks, here's the #1 rule: you must have someone that can contain Giannis. And they don't. And the Nets don't. So I think it's pretty simple. So the Bucks are going to win this. The Mavericks and the Kings. The Kings, another team that passed on Luka Doncic. And now they're paying the price for it. Because Luka Doncic, I think, is going to beat them. They have KP, Doncic. Dwight Powell might be back from his injury, I think. I don't know. He was a pretty good center for the Mavericks before he got injured. They have Jalen Brunson as a point guard. They have Dorian Finney-Smith, not that, he's kind of But I think Luka is going to torch the Kings, and the Mavericks are probably going to win. Now the Clippers and the Suns. We don't need to talk anything about this. Clippers are going to win easily. the Pacers and the Magic. As I said with the Kings, I think the Pacers are basically the Magic, but with good guards. They have their good forwards in Sabonis and Turner, but they also have TJ Warren at small forward, and he's pretty good. They got him from a steal off the Suns with like they traded like a first round pick or like a couple of seconds. Anyways, they have Victor Oladipo and Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon, Rookie of the Year, and he was picked 32nd overall in 2016. And Victor Oladipo, this second or third pick in 2013 draft, and yeah, former All-Star. So yeah, I think this one is gonna go with the Pacers. The Grizzlies and the Jazz. I think the Grizzlies will pull off an upset here over the Jazz, seeing as Rudy Gobert is more of a paint defender, more of a traditionalist center. While Jaren Jackson Jr., he's a good floor spacer, so I don't think Rudy Gobert is going to be able to guard Jaren Jackson while he's on the perimeter knocking down shots. So, yeah, I think I'll take the Grizzlies here in upset. Sixers and Wizards, no one to guard Embiid, no one to guard Simmons. Done. Nuggets and Spurs. No, a first round rematch of 2019. I think the Nuggets have gotten better this season, seeing as they got Michael Porter Jr., a great addition. Jokic, as you know, has gone thinner, and then yeah, Jamal Murray's improved. Gary Harris has fallen off a little bit, but I think we'll be fine. Spurs, they don't have LA. Marcus Aldridge, no one's gonna be able to match anything Jokic does. Like, you know, what's his name? Jakob Poeltl. Do you think he's gonna be able to do anything? No. First round rematch again. The Raptors and the Magic. What am I thinking for? Raptors are easily gonna win this. So we combine the predictions for these games with the predictions of the last games, and here's what we got. We have the Milwaukee Bucks stay at 1, the Raptors stay at 2, Celtics stay at 3, and the Heat stay at 4. The Sixers go up to 5, and the Pacers fall down the 6, and the Nets go up to 7. The Magic go down to 8, and the Wizards, they should start thinking towards the lottery and draft at this point, because there's no way in hell they're making the playoffs. The Lakers in the West. The Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Jazz all stay the same, and then the Mavericks actually go up because they won 2 games, and then the Rockets don't play any, so the Mavericks, I think, will go out to 5th. The Thunder will be at 40 and 26 at 7. The Grizzlies almost at 500. Then the Pelicans are at 9. Stay at 9. They don't know how many games played, but the Kings almost jump up to 9, seeing as they were 11, and they surpassed the Blazers, and they're almost past the Pelicans, but the Kings lost season series, so the Pelicans are going to stay up. And then the Blazers stay at 11. The Spurs and the Suns are tied, but I don't think either is making the playoffs, so I don't think they should really try. The Suns, they have a higher chance of making the playoffs than the Spurs, but both of them started looking towards the lottery at this point. Well, that's gonna cap it off for me. As usual, make sure to like, subscribe, and peace. I'm out of here.